You will never make money 3D printing if you keep making this one massive mistake that I made for an entire year. So I've been writing about 3D printing, and in that time I've made a few products, made a few sales, but nothing to really write home about. So I want to make this video just to let you know about some mistakes that I made in my journey that if I could go back, I would definitely correct these. At the end of the day, a win is still a win, but you can still do better. So some of my wins I'll explain in this video and how I could have made some improvements in that as well. So the mistake that's killing your 3D printing business: you're stuck in idea mode instead of execution mode. I had brilliant ideas. I spent weeks and even months perfecting one idea. But when you really look at Etsy stores that are successful, you notice a thing that they will do. They usually have 10 to 30 listings and above. Not one perfect product, but dozens of products across their stores. And here's the kicker: out of all the products that they have, there's usually only a few that become bestsellers. So you'll never be able to find bestsellers if you don't put a series of products out there rather than just focusing on one. So at the end of the day, to some extent, it is a numbers game. You can take your time, with specific products and work on that a little bit more. But when you look at Etsy stores, you find that they have a good amount of listings, and then only a few of those are the ones that's doing well. So here's exactly how 3D printing businesses work. They start by putting out different objects quickly, not spending weeks on each one. A few catch on, then they make variations of the winners. Now, this doesn't mean that you have just bad ideas and you're just running through these quickly, but at least these ideas are thought out to a certain extent. But the key thing is going from idea to execution as quickly as you can. It's better to fail fast and learn on the way rather than to take too much time and not learn anything. And once you have 10, 20 listings of ideas that you've actually thought out, once you start getting sales on some of them, then that's when you can start to recreate and dive in deeper into the ones that's working, and then look for variations within those bestsellers. So if I was starting over today, here's exactly what I do differently. I'd set up what I call the 24-hour challenge. That means you go from idea to 3D print to listing all within 24 hours, no exceptions. So in 1 month, you'd have 30 listings instead of spending 30 days perfecting one product. And that's one product that might not even sell. But here's what most people miss. It's not just about quantity. While you're doing this 24-hour challenge, you're learning real skills along the way. And these skills are ones that make money. For example, writing compelling titles that get clicks, or creating descriptions that convert browsers into buyers, taking high quality photos with good backgrounds, and understanding what your customers actually want. You can't learn these skills by researching for months. You learn by doing. Every listing teaches you something new, and you also improve on the process while you're doing each listing. Now, I know some of you are thinking, this all sounds great, but I need a little bit more guidance on how to actually go about this. That's exactly why I created a community for 3D printing entrepreneurs who want to learn more. You want to be able to skip the trial and error that most people go through and get straight into the success. I've got a school group where we share winning product ideas, we critique each other's listings, and we hold each other accountable to get things done instead of just planning forever. If you want to join other 3D printing business owners who are serious about execution over perfection, the link is in the description, so let's see if we're a good fit. Look, I'll be real with you. I was in a position where I didn't have any money and had no idea what I was doing to go forward. The main thing I want to do is achieve stability, because I wouldn't want to go back to, the past where it wasn't so kind of stable. Even if you handle personal finance in a good way, if you're not bringing in any money, it doesn't matter how good you're handling it, you're not going to be able to create stability. I started my 3D printing publishing business and grinded at it for many, many years. And I even had a team behind me. So now I want to take that same energy and put it into 3D print business in terms of actually selling physical 3D prints. Because here's the truth, there are people that are making real money selling 3D prints, but they're not the ones that are spending months on their first product. They're the ones with systems, multiple listings, with executed ideas. So let me recap the points that will save you months of wasted time. Number 1, stop perfecting one product. Successful shops have 10 to 30 listings plus, with only a few being bestsellers. Number 2, use the 24-hour challenge, going from idea to listing in 1 day. No exceptions. Number 3 is focus on execution, not ideas. You learn by doing, not planning. And number 4 is test quickly and then double down on variations that are winners. So if you're ready to stop making the same mistakes that I made and double down on starting your own successful 3D printing business that's based on execution, not perfection, then join our community in the link below. We're not just talking about ideas, but we're sharing real wins. holding each other accountable, and actually getting products listed and sold. And if this video helps you realize what's been holding you back in your 3D printing business journey, definitely subscribe, because I'm going to be sharing my own journey and you can definitely get help along the way.